There's a reason that we are in the state that we're in today as an ummah. There's a very clear reason. You can't blame it all on non-Muslims, oppressors, and these tyrants. You can't put all the blame on them. There is a religious infrastructure that is committed to teaching a version of Islam, a distortion of Islam, that validates and perpetuates a system of secular control, Zionist control, Western control over Muslims. They're going to feed you and sell you a distortion of Islam that makes you think that Islam is perfectly acceptable with the status quo in which we're living. As a group of isolated Muslim factions divided by nation that view religion as just like a private thing that you do in your house, and being a good Muslim means just doing your prayers and fasting in Ramadan, but the way that your family is organized, the laws of your marriage that your wives and your husbands have to abide by, how to raise your children, how to educate your children, the laws of the society in which you live, the structure of the masajid in which you attend, the organization of the Muslim population into these enclaves, these isolated nations that can't work together because that is somehow not allowed. That status quo, which we've been suffering from for over 200 years, that status quo has to remain. You have to accept that, and Islam is perfectly fine with that. And you as a Muslim need to be perfectly fine with that. That's the dawah infrastructure that has been imposed on you, and it's designed to prevent you from seeing the truth. It's designed so that when someone like me comes along and says, hey guys, we have to change things at a deep level. We have to fix this problem and get back to what Islam actually teaches, which is not that complicated and which is not that hard to see. It's not hard to extract from the Quran and Sunnah these two messages that I keep repeating to you. Establish Islam, unify with all Muslims together. This is very clear, and I've many times shown you all the ayat, shown you all the hadith, explained from the seerah. But I'm seen as this kind of black sheep. I'm seen and I'm portrayed as some kind of... There's not a single word and slur that they haven't used against me. There hasn't been a smear that they haven't used against me.
أخي إن مت فالحق بي فعمر الذل لا يعمر دخان قنابلي مسك وريح قذيفتي عنبر أخي إن مت فالحق بي